Hey everyone, welcome to another review. Here we do movies, old and new, TV shows, video games, and animation.
Yeah.
I'm Zoo, this is my dad.
How y'all doing?
Today we're reviewing Ant-Man and the Wasp, released in 2018. The film was basically the sequel to Ant-Man. That's pretty much the story.
I mean,
it has things, but
well, basically, because things happen in between.
You mean explain?
Yeah, cool.
So basically, in between this and the first Ant-Man, Civil War happened, and Ant-Man fought with Captain America, got caught, and was put under, arrest. Now he's under house arrest.
Yes.
And Hope and Hank needs him.
No, they mad at him. One,
because he took the suit and then told them that he was going to Germany.
Yeah.
And two, they need him because of what happened to him with the father.
Yeah, they ain't know they needed him until he called and left that message on their phone, talking about a dream about, what did he say? About her mother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll get into all that and more.
Yeah,
Let's start with the characters.
Yeah, I was just trying to catch him up to what's going on.
I'm not going to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp since we already talked about him in the first video. I think there's enough. Mm-hmm. Not much changed.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about, let's start with Hank. And we didn't talk about him in the first video. Hank is, of course, the first Ant-Man, Hope's father.
Yeah.
He's the one who brought Scott in the first movie.
Yeah, because him and the mom was Ant-Man and Wasp before.
For S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, before Hank and Hope.
Scott.
Scott and Hope.
Mm-hmm. And so now he's more like, I guess, their guy who tells them, like, what to do. Like in the ear.
I mean, at the beginning, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I mean,
he gets involved if he needs to.
Yeah, he behind it, but he basically behind the desk, let them know what they be looking out for.
But he's also will get, like I said, involved up in there with them. Not fighting, but he will be.
Yeah, he comes out from behind the desk. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He cares about both of them. He's a good dude.
Who, Hank?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It does show, though, like, as certain characters imply, that in his past he might have been, I guess, what's it called? A jerk.
Oh, they talking about his personality?
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, you can see he kind of...
Still, you kind of unsure.
Yeah, he's still that way.
But it looks like he's changing a little.
I mean, I just think just because you can be for good, but your personality still just, some people just assholes. Or they just rub certain people a certain way. I ain't gonna really say they assholes. Certain people just rub them the wrong way. But go ahead.
Anyway, I like him. He's funny also with Scott.
Yeah, I like him. I definitely like Hank. And but you can always see that even in part one that he misses his wife a lot. Mm-hmm. Like he always blamed himself for what happened.
Definitely.
So yeah, but he's a good dude, smart. I mean, I don't know. He don't really. I like him because he ain't really too. What can I say? Go ahead to the next person. Yeah.
My next person is Bill Foster. He is Hank's. Used to be Hank's partner when he worked for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Him and Hank had a falling out because of Hank's personality.
Yeah.
And him.
Because Hank think he know everything. It's only his way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or the highway.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a good dude though. Foster. He definitely cares about his family.
Yeah. Might give him that.
And even when it could come to him butting heads with his family, he still would do, I guess, what he thinks is right.
Yeah, and that's what I think I like about him the most. It don't matter that it's his family and that he gonna do the right thing. Also,
for a second video on the road.
Well, I mean, he get pushed a little bit, but yeah, when it come down to it, he do the right thing. We'll go.
And for a second video in a row, we have Lawrence or Larry Fishburne back.
Oh yeah.
His first video with us was him as Ike and What Love Gotta Do It, and now this. No.
His first video was King of New York with us.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy.
My bad, is his third one.
Yeah, but
that's your favorite one, probably though.
Oh, Jimmy? Fuck no, damn Ike.
Oh.
Fuck Ike. I'm with Jimmy. But anyway, back to this movie. Bill, I like Bill, like I said, but I guess like any person, you know, is you have bad, I guess, qualities. I ain't saying they gotta be terrible bad, but you know, certain things you do, everybody not gonna like it, and all of it might not be right to everyone, but it might be just right to you and your family. Mm-hmm. But go ahead. Who you got next?
My next character is Ghost. Mm-hmm. She is. I won't get her origin. I'll get to that in the scenes. She's Bill's family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's what's it called? You can see underneath it all, she's probably a good-hearted person, I guess.
Yeah, but
the situation she's in is
she's
not
dealing with a lot of pain.
And she's not in a situation where she can be
majority of her life anyway.
You know, and a good-hearted person.
I mean,
she's not in a situation where she has the time to be a good-hearted person.
True. And some of the stuff she's doing ain't good. Because it's selfish stuff. But at the same time,
you can also understand.
When you went through what she went through, you can somewhat understand it.
Like you said, she does go far at times, but she also.
Yeah, you can see that she don't wanna do it, but
it's more.
If you're not gonna assist her in what she needs being done, she gonna force it. But yeah,
I like her.
Yeah, she cool.
All right, let's get into the scenes. My first scene is like after the first, I want to say 10 minutes of the movie, if not first 5. And basically, we're in Scott's house, our apartment. Mm-hmm. And he's with Cassie, and some time has passed, and you see that she's older.
Yeah.
Probably like a year or 2.
Maybe.
What's it called? They're in this like a tunnel and stuff. Like, where do we go and stuff. Mm-hmm. Louise had to come around and be like the aunt and stuff to make them.
Yeah, because they run to Andy and say, "Which way we go, Andy? Which way?" And the whole time Louise supposed to be controlling, so he's supposed to lift the arm up to show which way he's going.
And they get this trophy Scott got for his birthday, saying that or not birthday, but he got a trophy somehow, saying world's best grandma.
Yeah, because they was out of the world's best dad trophy, so she got a world's best grandma. But when they in the joint, they in the it's like they underground with the ants. So, cause she know he Ant-Man. So, and then I like the little slide they do down.
I like how he built all this so they can. It's cool.
Cause he on house arrest, he can't go nowhere. So at least he can build something with him and his daughter can have some fun activities in the house.
Well, when they went down the slide, they hit the fence right, and his foot went through. He didn't realize it for a few minutes. Yeah. So the thing started running off.
His ankle bracelet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I come in and search the entire house for no reason.
Yeah.
Jimmy Woo, this man will be important later. Jimmy Woo. What's it called? He basically means can I say he's mean to Scott? He's not trying to be a dick.
I think he is a dick. Yeah.
He is a dick, but
I mean, he's an asshole. I mean, you trying to save him? I don't know what you're trying to do. But
he's a dick. But the thing is, he sees like every time Scott, he's been here for a long time. He's learning different things. He's learning close-up magic, and he's like, "How do you do that?" And he's fanboying over.
Yeah, he want to be his friend, but he also trying to be a cop. So he trying to keep authority over him, since he got this little weak ass power. But
anyway, Scott dropped Cassie off with her mom and stuff, and cop dude who they're cool with now.
Oh, his wife. I mean, his ex-wife, husband.
And it kills me because he's doing still the magic, and he's like, "How you do that?" Like both of them people won't even know how to do it.
Him and the police, both police, trying to figure out how the criminal is doing these magic tricks.
You wanna go? You have anything to say on that scene? Or you wanna see it?
Nah, I ain't really got too much to say on that.
My next scene is so we get a montage of Scott in his house, right? And it's clear that he has some skills now. Understanding like his ball tossing and stuff, since he's been cooped up in this house, so he's just learning different things.
Oh yeah.
And so eventually he gets like you say, he calls Hank and Hope, talking about he had a dream.
I thought that was before everything, right? Because when they come on, that's when he in the like the quantum realm and all that, and he's hearing and he see the little girl playing in the treasure chest, and he wake up and he thought it was a dream.
No, that is the beginning moment.
Yeah, because he thought it was a dream. He thought, but anyway, that's when he called Hope and them about the house because he knew he was in their house, but he thought it was like. He said it was a little girl running around playing hide and go see in the chest or something. But go ahead.
And then next thing he knows, he's knocked out, and he wakes up in a car with Hope, and he's basically freaking out like, "What? They're gonna do the thing." But she switched him with a giant ant. I'm pretty sure the one from the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
And he basically can do everything he does in a day.
Yeah. They trained him to do everything Scott do because she break it down, being out bathroom for 2 hours, doing something, playing a video game for 9 hours,
sleeping for 9 hours.
Yeah, sleeping for 9 hours, playing a video game for 7 hours. Some of it she was breaking it down.
But anyway, the point is he's gonna act just like Scott.
Yeah. So and they put the ankle bracelet on the ant.
She takes him with her to this building, right?
Yeah.
And on the inside, we see that everyone's building this stuff like the ants.
But before that, when they riding in the car, he just seen the big eye come on the window. He was scared the whole time. He didn't know she had him in the. They made the car small, and they was riding like on the sidewalk. They was riding in the street, but under the cars and stuff.
Like they're going through construction tubes and stuff.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it looks sweet. I like when they make it small and with the big regular background.
I want to know something. I know something that I think most people might not. The ants, they still definitely recognize, but you can see like Hope and what's it called, Pym. They're angry with him.
Yeah.
Like you turned on us.
Yeah. So the ants probably on that because Pym got that ear thing. So what he thinking and feeling, I guess they can feel it too. Even though they might still like Scott because they hang out with Scott, the ants. Well, in the first one,
they all
be like playing and all they running through the dirt.
All those different types of ants.
Yeah. But go ahead, back to my bad.
He meets Hank. And Hank is angry with Scott, but he doesn't show it. He just gives him looks and such.
That's when he got right to like, what you do with the suit? Didn't he say something about the suit? Yeah.
And he's like, I destroyed it. He's like, you destroyed it?
Yeah. He's like, yeah. What you want? Well, whole time he lying, of course. But go ahead.
And they basically go meet Sonny. Something.
Dang, what was his name? We just found out his name. That's my man. Walton Goggins.
Sonny Brooks something?
I don't know.
I want to say there's a B in his last name.
Burt. Is it Sonny Burt?
No. Maybe.
Well, his name's Sonny.
His
I know
name's
that
Sonny,
for sure.
And what's it called? Hope is dealing with him to get some type of power thing.
Yeah, they need a power thing so she can
go down in the quantum realm and get the mom. Since Scott came back and survived.
Because when Scott broke the dream he thought he had down, she was like, no, that was really me and my mom. And then he's like, oh, what?
And like I said, Hank's theory, forgive me for the young. Hank's theory is when Scott went down the first time in the first movie fighting Yellow Jacket, he got tangled with his wife. Again, Scott says a funny joke. Hank, I'll never entangle with your wife. I respect you so much.
Yeah.
And he got to clarify quantum entanglement.
Yeah. So.
Or eyes, you might not be living right now.
She left him like something in his brain, basically.
That they're interconnected. Like I guess she could see his and he could see her.
Yeah, because I guess what they say when you go down there, something happens to you.
You're not usually supposed to come back, but since he was able to, they think the mom is alive and still able to.
Yeah, she's a chance for her to come back.
But back to the thing. They get the power thing, so Hope can go down and get the mom.
Well, she thought she was getting the power thing, and then
Sonny basically like, this is the next money.
Yeah,
Sonny. Gold rush.
And then he knew that they was wanted by the FBI and all that, so he was like, he wanted more money.
More money, more power.
The whole time she beat him up and all that, and then
she's now the Wasp, remember.
And she whooped him, give him his money back, and was leaving with the power source, and then.
Can I talk a little bit before we go on about the whooping scene? I like how they go in the kitchen and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like she's sliding on the thing when the guy's throwing knives.
When she gets small, she's sliding on like the salt or flour or something, whatever.
Using the flour to blind them.
Yeah.
It's clear that she's better with the stuff than anything with Scott. I think it's because she had the
she
train.
cleared. Is it clear now?
I think now
because Scott got some years in now. This is not part one Scott before. You know, he done been, like you said, Civil War and all that other stuff. Now, I don't know if...
I think they're on an equal level.
Yeah, she might be smarter than him.
I'm not saying smart, I'm just saying how she...
No, I'm talking about smarter than him with the tech, like using it faster than him, but I think he more will break her down if they was to actually...
I want to point out the scene before we go on. And the guy's throwing 3 knives. The first one, she does like a little whirl around it. Yeah. Second one, she dodges, and the third one, she runs
up on it and turn back big when she punch him. I love that too.
But then you can continue about what happened after, while she's trying to leave.
Oh yeah, that's when after all that, she still paid your man the money.
Dropping money. He's like, oh, it's not over, Hope.
Yeah, he still threatened her after she done roughed him off. But she still paid him what he wanted, and he still got a problem. But anyway, and then she walking out the door, you just start seeing something like fading in and out. And then she was like, when she seen, she tried to put the mask on and fight but the whole time was like, that's Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
What Ghost do?
She is not molecularly stable.
Yeah, because
so
it looked like three of it looked like 3 of them, but she can disappear, reappear.
So she kind of had like similar things to them, like how they can go small and disappear. She can just disappear and then come back.
And then fade and become solid, because like you said, she could stick her arm through you, then make it solid and make it bad
saying because when
you.
Hope was trying to shoot her, it just kept going through
her. Yeah. And then she was reacting like she was feeling it, but I think
she is somewhat feeling it, but it's more just like it's going through.
Because she said without the suit, it hurt. Period. Like her on that face. But go ahead. I mean,
and like I said, after Hope shoot her, she gets solid and punch her.
Yeah, stop. But the whole time, Hank and
Hank and them watching this
from the truck.
So he's like, Scott's like, Hank, what you got? He's like, it's a work in progress. Gives Scott the suit and he goes help her.
Yeah, because Scott was about to get out with his regular self and go and try to help her. He's like, nah. And then he's like, it's a work in progress.
We will see why it's a work in progress.
Yeah, so when Scott went in there, she was about to
whoop Hope,
knock Hope out or something, and then Scott
came in and kicked her,
grabbed her arm, and then kicked her, right?
But she got out with that tech and stuff.
Because him and started fantasizing with each other, looking at each other in the eyes. Oh, I miss you. It feels good.
What happened to us?
Yeah. Then by the time they look back,
she's gone.
She was gone.
And she's in the van with her neck through
her fist through Hank's neck.
And basically saying, if you don't hand it over, I'm gonna pop you like a.
Yeah, she said I'll stop phasing and become solid. I said, ooh, she was gonna crush Hank. I said his whole. I don't know, it wasn't gonna bust, but his whole neck would have just
had an instant giant hole in
it. Yeah, it would have been terrible. But go ahead.
She gets the lab, gets the thing. Yeah, I forgot the lab is actually like it's a building, but it's also like a suitcase.
Yeah, because they got the
thing where they can make
the PIM particle stuff.
Particle.
Yeah, and make it
big and
shrink and grow big.
They have it in the cars too.
Yeah, they got it in their vehicles too.
And so she takes that, the power drive thing, and she skedaddles. And Hank's basically mad because now he thinks he lost his wife.
Yeah.
For the second time.
Yes, most of them. So what?
After this.
Oh yeah, they couldn't find them.
So they go to Bill. Because they need someone who has experience in quantum tech to help them. And Hank needed to go be a bigger man and go to ask for help.
Yeah, but Bill couldn't really help him at all. I mean, he helped him a little bit, threw the police off their trail, but
and told them what to do. But,
yeah, what they needed to do, but they still had to track down the stuff. So they had to.
He's not like he's not with his shield anymore or has stuff like Hank does. He's a small college professor now.
Yeah, Bill.
I like how he bonds with Scott. How they Hank's
He's definitely.
And they're comparing how big they got, like how Scott.
Yeah, he's like, I got 60 feet.
And Scott's like, I slept for a few days. He's like, oh, I slept for like 3.
Yeah. Cause he was who?
I assume he was a test. He tests what's it called, the suits, when they work for Shield.
Yeah, but I think he was one of them other ones. What's one of them other little
Yellow Jacket?
Nah, maybe like not Yellow Jacket, but maybe a Yellow Jacket. I'm gonna look that up after.
No, I took it as when they were, since we know Hank developed his suits with Shield I took it as when they was developing it, when him, Janice, and stuff was developing the shield, the suits. He was assigned to help work on them, but also, I guess he somehow was the one who also tested how big they can get.
But that's what I think, because I think it's a dude in like the Ant-Man comic strip, but I ain't sure that was like his partner. I think Jack. I don't. But let's go back to the movie. I looked that up after we.
But Bill, like you said, drew the cops off the show and told him what to do. They go to Cassie's school because, as Scott reveals, he didn't destroy the suit.
Yeah.
Hank kills me. What?
Yeah, you hit it in a truck. Because at first he told him he mailed it.
Yeah, that's what he got mad about. You mailed my suit.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. Hank's mad if he destroys the suit. Hank's mad if he doesn't destroy the suit. Hank's just mad with Scott if he does anything.
Nah, Hank probably just
mad he shipped it.
Nah, he just want to make sure his stuff stays safe, and he trying to get his wife back. He ain't think about none of that other.
No, it's just killing me.
Because he like Hank Scott be fumbling like you irresponsible. You like a kid with stuff. You're supposed to be more responsible. You're a grown man.
But they go to Cassie's suit since he couldn't inside the trophy. That's why he was telling Cassie earlier when she wanted to bring the storage out. He's like, I can't.
Yeah, you can't take it.
It needs to stay home.
Mm-hmm.
He gets in, but again, like I said, this is why it's under work in progress. It doesn't, like the button, his growing thing doesn't work. It malfunctions.
Yeah, the other suit that Hank gave him.
So he turns into tiny, like small as like a little kid. Has to run into the closet and press it, turn big like he's about to bust through the roof.
Yeah, I mean, it just kept like he was flying and got big. I mean, he was.
And Hope is laughing at him like.
Yeah, because when he only grow halfway, he looked like a little kid. She's looking at him laughing.
And then when he goes giant, she's laughing because he's about his head.
Yeah,
so apparently the thing is fried. What's that thing?
Regulator.
Mm-hmm. So she has to manually fix it. Doesn't hold.
Had to push the buttons to reboot it.
Made him her regular size. Turn him back into the little kid size again. He put on a little hoodie, run. The teacher killed me also. He's like, hey, you have a hall pass? The kid keeps running. He's like, you have a hall.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't care.
He doesn't work. He just had to make it sound like he was trying, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He finds Cassie thing. Hope's still making fun of him, like, since he can't reach his.
Yeah, because he get the suit, and they get out of there finally.
My man Hank killed me. He's like, hey, sport, how's school? He's like, ha ha.
Yeah, because he still struck like a little kid when they get in the joint. He said, you want some string cheese and a juice box? Mm-hmm. He's like, ha ha, very funny. But do you really have it?
Hope's killing me. She's like, they're so cranky after they don't get out of school.
Yeah, they keep bidding off his ass.
Mm-hmm. But no, they find what they looking for using the regulator from the working suit.
Yeah.
Even though I have you and me brought why didn't they just switch the suits and use the regulator from the broken one? You might just have to fix it.
Use the regulator from the why would I want the regulator from the new one? That's the one that kept messing up. The original suit is the one that works. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they should do. I don't like the new. I don't know the difference anyway. I would have stayed with those.
It's like a few extra lines in armor.
Yeah, that shit look whack.
If you put up
button right here.
If they put them up, if I had a picture of both of them, I probably could point out more of the differences.
Of course you could. I mean, yeah.
But no, they use the regulator. They find where it is. Before this, when they drive off, you see what's her name? The girl Ghost, while her suit. Mm-hmm. She's phasing, like one version of her is going before her, one's behind her, and then there's her.
Yeah.
She gets into like this pod. It starts saying energy around her, and she sleeps.
Yeah.
I assume it. Well, actually, no. The movie states later that it helps. What's it called? Solidify her.
Yeah, keep her solidified. Mm-hmm. I guess it helped with the pain a little bit once she's solidified. I guess. But go on.
They track her down, right? She captured them though, all three of them. She ties them up, and it clears she likes Scott
because they had to but how they kept, and then they had to call his homies because he was like, man, I'm not trying to deal with them three.
Oh yeah, no, because they needed somewhere to go since they couldn't go to the Scott house. They couldn't go to.
That's how they was able to track her because they got the equipment they needed from their spot, the ex-con jump.
Their new
that's
business.
when he was beefing about the little desk that he got and all that stuff.
Their new business now where they help with security.
Yeah.
It's funny because they break into Wasp, so they probably know what the.
Of course. That's why it's called ex-con security. But
it killed me before that. I was going to say this last little scene. Hank, Scott and Hope realized where they had to go, and Hank's like, no, and they still go.
Where the hell they go?
The con thing, and they're like, where can we go? Like, look, we hang out with Scott house.
Oh yeah. He was like, man, I'm not trying to. That's what I was talking about when he's like, I ain't trying to deal with them three dudes. But they
and Maurice, my bad.
Maurice.
Not Maurice.
Luis.
Luis rubs in. He's like, Dr. Pym, I'm so happy you come to us in your hour of need.
Yeah.
As we saying, you have to come to us.
But go ahead, back.
Like I said, Hope, what's her name? Ghost captured him. I forgot her real name. And it's clear she likes Scott.
Yeah, because she knocked all of them out, and Scott woke up first. Or she woke Scott up first.
Yeah, she's flirting with him, using a different tone.
Until she started
phasing when she tried to touch him, and then she got serious with
it.
him.
Yeah, that's when she got mad and
kicked
the
them
other chairs. Yeah, kicked them, told them, wake up.
And then Bill Foster into the room, and basically saying Hank's great ego got rid of her father as a scientist. So he tried to rebuild the tunnel they're doing. It did not work. His family was there for some reason.
Yeah, Ghost mother and father. Well, Ghost's father was doing his experiment once Hank fired him.
And Ghost and her mother was there. The experiment started going awry. He told them to run. He ran back to, I guess, try and fix it.
Or stop it from blowing up, so it hurt everybody.
But she runs back, so the mother runs back after her, and by the time they get to it, the dad's like, no, but then it's too late, it blows up in their face. Yeah. And it killed both of them, but it messed with her, basically making that she's not solid.
Yeah, I like that. I had a scene when everybody dead in the room and she just sitting there.
And when the
five of the men come in,
try to grab her, and then she just started.
Yeah, they can't even grab her because she's phasing and stuff.
And basically, as she describes it, her molecules are being ripped apart and sewn back together. Yeah. Constantly.
It hurts.
And so Bill came in since he was still a close friend of the father's. And he was working with S.H.I.E.L.D. at the time. This was important. He didn't really care about it, but S.H.I.E.L.D. saw a weapon.
Yeah, and he took her to S.H.I.E.L.D. trying to get her help. And S.H.I.E.L.D. made her to sue.
S.H.I.E.L.D. did a S.H.I.E.L.D. thing.
Yeah, basic government stuff.
It was her killing people for them. Yeah. Like just one hit, everything splat. Like their heads and stuff.
Splat on all of blood everywhere.
They built her this, like you said, the containment suit.
Yeah, help her.
But now as she explains, the suit and the chamber is becoming less and less effective.
Yeah, like as time going, it's not helping as much.
She's getting worse.
Well, yeah.
And Bill basically wants to use Janet, since apparently something about the quantum realm having healing energy. Use her to heal Ghost, basically making her solid. Yeah. But the process will kill Janet. But he doesn't want to believe that and says, no, it won't.
But they don't know.
They don't know, but...
Yeah. Hank and them think it would kill Janet, and they don't want to risk it, of course, because that's his wife. And Bill think it won't kill Janet. It just think it'll help heal Shorty. But...
Hank fakes he gets a heart attack.
Yeah, he fake like he gets excited. I need my pills.
And really, inside the little thing, it's a bunch of ants that are smaller than once it opens, makes them big.
Yeah, they jump in.
And it frees them. They get their tech, they get the lab and everything, and get out.
Yeah, basically.
The ghost basically pissed, and she's like, Scott has a daughter.
Yeah, I'm going to get her. And that's when Bill was like,
no.
If you bring that little girl in, I'm not helping you. I promise that we're not doing that.
I like that. It also shows that I will not be a part of hurting a child.
Yeah, I hate Hank, but I ain't going that far.
And so next, they move into the forest. They're getting everything set up. And they need Scott's help. Now that they know he's in train with the mom. To pinpoint where she's at. Yeah. I also want to mention something about their little lab. I like because they have like paper clips and double XL batteries or Duracell.
Oh, Duracell batteries.
And all this little stuff to
help run the whatever, the hotel, the building, whatever it is, the office.
And so Scott doesn't do anything. He's like, I don't know what's happening. I can't think of nothing. But then Janet pops in to his body.
Yeah.
And she basically
No,
tells
because he was like, he's smart too, so they thought they put the right coordinates in. But it wasn't working, and like you said, go.
Janet just hops in his body.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts it like, oh, here's the correct coordinates. I'm so proud of both of y'all.
Yeah, and he's like, Mom, and he's like, Janet, and she's like, yeah, whatever she called her, Peach.
What she called Hope.
Yeah.
Jellybean.
Jellybean, yeah, because he called his daughter Peanut. Yeah, okay.
Jellybean, Peanut.
Yeah, like
tiny little thing.
But
she basically leaves saying, I miss y'all both. I hope to see y'all soon. I'll be
after
there.
she put the right coordinates, she said, yeah, y'all was close, but something.
She said, I will meet you in, what's it called, the Wastelands.
Yeah.
And I have a theory at the end of the video about why she meet there. When Scott come back, he's like, it was like he's paused, as you point out.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't feel nothing.
Yeah, I can't connect with Janet.
And then he realized, like, hey, why are we down here?
He said, how we get up here?
And then he's like, see, Hank's holding hand. Yeah. And he gives Hank a look up.
Yeah, like, so with you, freaky old man. Yeah.
Hank gives him a look back, like.
Yeah, that's my father. I said, what? What?
So Maurice needs to meet Scott because he's freaking out because if they don't do this deal, they're going to fail. The company's going down.
And Scott told him where they was at.
And then Sonny.
The whole time Sonny came in there.
It's like, I'm going to give you basically truth serum. They're like, it's truth serum.
No, he didn't say that. He's I'm going to give you something that's going to make you tell the truth.
He's
like, oh, is that truth serum? He's like, no, it's not truth serum.
I like they're arguing, but I like what the Russian man said. I mean, it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck.
It's a duck.
Yeah, basically saying, yeah. And I love this. I love Maurice when he does these parts when he's recapping something.
Once they shoot him over that truth serum. He's like, no, this ain't working. He's like, oh, no.
It is working. So he talks about how he met Scott in prison. Like, his wife divorced him.
Because he said, where's Scott at? And he started breaking down their whole friendship.
He's basically like, yeah.
He's like, man, I just want to hear what Scott at. And then the two dudes was like, oh, once he started talking, you just gotta
he's like a record player.
Yeah, they said once you pay for that,
you better hear about
it. Yeah, the whole song gonna play. Once you pay your dime for that.
Black said, hey, you did this to him. You had to go through this.
Yeah.
He talks about how they met in prison and his wife was leaving him.
But nah, yeah, he skipped through all that.
Basically telling him that he's in the woods.
No, he was like, man, I don't want to hear about that. He said, man, you asked me where Scotty was at. He said, he's in an emotional stage. I was telling you. And he's like, man, where is he at in a physical stage? Then he was like, something. And then that's when
Ghost showed up.
Ghost came in.
It kills me. Everyone's like, ah.
Yeah, they scared to death. And you
the
see
Russian goes, Bobby Yaga.
Yeah, Bobby Yaga.
And then he starts doing this little, I guess,
yeah,
chant, like, good child.
Saying the Lord, like the old Freddy Krueger nursery rhyme.
He was scared to death.
Yeah. And then,
but they basically find out where to go.
Yeah,
she destroys the tires, and he's like, "No, I need that lab money,"
Yeah.
So he calls this FBI dude, which we saw earlier was with Lou, tells them where Scott is.
You talking about Sonny? Yeah, because you just saying they.
Sonny has an FBI dude that we saw was with Lou earlier when they were searching Scott out. He's corrupt, and he's like, "Hey, you want to pray great? Go here to them." Scott finds out from Maurice, who's freaking out. And he has to leave, so since the FBI are going to immediately go to his house. Hope and, what's it called? What's his name? Hank is angry, but
Yeah, because he said, man, I got to go. Yeah, I don't want to get locked up. So they like, just go ahead, go. He's like, I need to borrow the suit. And they was like, he said, just call me where y'all was at and I'll bring it. They was like, nah.
We'll come get it from you.
Yeah, we'll just come get it from you once we get my mama.
There, clearly.
Yeah, he left.
Lou, he showed up just in time.
Yeah, because the police was about to run up in the house. His daughter was trying to keep him out the bathroom.
Cassie saw there was an ant in there.
Yeah, because she was looking for a file the whole time, the ant. And then with the GPS on.
He come back and he's like, oh, Lou, I'm sick.
Yeah, so when Wu finally get up there, like you said, he come out the bathroom like he been there the whole time.
Leaves out.
Nah. Hank and them come out the building, shrink it.
There's like basically an army around them. They get arrested. The corrupt dude grabs it and trying to sneak off to his car. Ghost puts that hand through his heart.
Yeah,
made it physical.
Shock thing because it looked like she shocked him.
Oh, I thought she put it through, made a thing, and
Nah, I just seen her touch him like that, and he gave up that jump like it was like one of them EKG machine type of jump, like electric shock or something.
Oh, I thought she went through, popped it, and dropped.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure she killed him.
I'm sure she probably did kill him, but I'm talking about her hand ain't going there. It's just like she put her hand on his heart and like shocked it, and I guess that made it stop beating. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like she to the.
I thought it was awesome. She put it in the.
No, it was so blood.
On her hand?
Yeah.
I mean, she probably would have then, become dangerous. But anyway, Scott's talking to his daughter, and she's like, "How long you been Ant-Man?"
No, she said, "How long you been back, Ant-Man?"
And she's like, I want to be your partner.
No, he was like,
yeah, but I want Hope.
No, but he was describing. She was like, "You need a partner, somebody to back you up." And he was like, "Yeah, but she don't want to be my partner." And she was like, "Who you talking about?" She was like, "Hope." He was like, "Hope," and she was like, "I want to be your partner." And he was like, "Yeah, something, Peanut." But then that's when he started thinking about like, cause Peanut was telling him like, I don't think you do bad things. When you're trying to do right, it's okay. If things go wrong, at least you're trying. And that's when he knew he had to go save.
And so after Hank and Hank and Hope is in the interrogation cell, the FBI do leave and said they'll be back in an hour or something. She brings out the hairpin, started getting them out, and she has one of those disc things. Remember in the first one? Where like he drew
Yeah.
And she's like, "Okay, we're gonna try this wall." He's like, "It's a low bearing wall, stuff's gonna fall." She's like,
if you knock it down, the whole building's gonna fall.
I don't think he said the entire building.
I think he did, because that's the thing that's holding the
roof
building up. That's like one of the main structures. That's like that right there. Take that out, shit gonna collapse. But go ahead.
True, I thought he just said the roof will fall.
Man, what you think? That's cement and stuff over top of them. They ain't no.
No, I'm just saying, I don't think he meant the entire roof. I'm not thinking he meant like it's gonna cave in on them.
I doubt when you're taking a whole section of a brick wall and making it small, so the whole building is gonna lean like that. But go ahead.
No need to argue.
Killing you with that.
It's not. We're not arguing about this. We're just saying.
No,
it's gonna fall.
Never arguing. It's a debate.
So she's like, "We're gonna run," but he's like, "There's 100 probably FBI just on this floor, if not around this room."
Yeah.
She's like, "We'll figure it out when we get there."
And he's like, "All right."
And he's 1, 2, and on the second one, her suit pops up.
Yeah, like part one, like you said.
And Scott is using the ads to block out the light and stuff.
The camera and the light.
And then he drops that regular FBI, jacket.
No, because Hank was like, "What about me?" And that's when he blew
I was
up.
getting to that. He was going to say he dropped all that for Hank.
But I ain't like how you said he dropped it and then bring up Hank afterwards.
You are correct. He dropped some stuff. FBI success for Hank. And I like that you can see a little Wasp with him every time he's exiting out.
Oh yeah, when Hank walking out, you could hear it and see it flying by his head.
They get into Scott's dad and he's like, "We're gonna get to the place. You get inside. We're gonna distract them until you get back out.
Yeah.
And then we can help."
Yeah, but him and the girl keep looking at each other, and Hank tell him, "And y'all gonna pull off, or y'all gonna wait for him to come and shoot us up?" Yeah.
While y'all have this moment.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
So Hank said he put a tracker this time, and I like it because it's ants now, and so it's like shifting through the streets and stuff, pointing. I just thought it was cool.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
So Scott, Hank's going inside the building, with an army of ants. Scott's using his the thing where they hold the ants, and he's unplugging the stuff for them to plug it up.
Yeah.
So she goes deal with that, and while she's going to go deal with Scott, Ghost, my bad. Hank comes in there and deal with Foster. He's like, "I need it. She's gonna die in a few days." And he's like, "Once I get my wife, will help you."
Yeah.
He's like, "Thank you, Hank."
Yeah,
He hands off the button too on when the ants they get in the elevator with Cross, Foster, and they leave. He gets his suit up and he jumps through the portal. And while he goes through the portal, they shrink the building, and Luis and Hope drives off with it. Scott leaves out and Ghost is angry and follows. But Sonny showed up with his army. And when I mean army, I mean his little gang.
I mean, they like probably
small army.
Yeah, they mercenaries.
And so they chase after Hope and them. I like it because they're going down mountains, Hope's like popping them up and stuff.
Oh yeah, because they in San Francisco, you know, them hills.
Mm.
And she going small, she keep changing the car small to big and all. Yeah, I like that.
And eventually they get hit or something. You remember the motorcycle guy? She's like shrinking them.
Mm-hmm.
She shrunk that one guy's bike and then he just started spinning off.
Yeah, he punished it. Like.
Drew out a Pez dispenser of Hello Kitty, made a large, took out the last two.
Yeah, because Witchcom has got on the motorcycle too.
Ghost.
Yeah, that's how.
And she crashed. Sonny came and stole that thing and drove out.
But I'm talking about that's how they got in trouble because Ghost came on the motorcycle. Remember, she got on top of the car. I was like, why they ain't shrink the car while she was... And you were saying that too. Like,
I was saying she would just fall off.
Yeah.
And she was, and not like she's solid enough where she can grab it.
Yeah.
It's how it's being hard.
Mm-hmm.
So Ghost takes off with it. Or does Sonny take off with it?
What, the building?
I think Ghost gets it first, right?
I ain't sure. Because that's what
I didn't know Sonny is the last one with it.
Yeah, because Ant-Man get it up off of him, right?
So I think it goes, Ghost gets it, takes off, Ant-Man comes with Wasp. Maurice is stuck in the car, right? And there I was like,
Because that's when Ant-Man holding the front of the truck, right? And she in there driving.
And she's saying,
I
like her fighting style with them. How like they can get small and fight back, but she's also like,
I can get invisible and move around, and yeah, she do the same.
Ant-Man punished her though. You know, I feel like that punch should have been a lot worse. He was big and he just went.
Oh, punch through glass. No,
I feel like there should have been a little blood.
Cracked her whole mask, though.
I feel like if it was more realistic, if her head wasn't, part of the chair, I feel like there should have been some blood and bruising.
Yeah, then I don't know how hard he hit her. Because remember, she was training, I mean, that's in part one. She's like, if you hit too hard,
you're going to splatter somebody. And you hit too soft, it's not even like you hit them.
Yeah, so he might. That's why I was saying you could tell that he all the way advanced with it because he probably just put enough on it where he knew
it's naturally that he's
going to knock her out. Yeah, because he ain't a killer. So that's why I was like, he wouldn't be thinking to punch her hard enough because he would have just sent his whole hand through the truck probably. It would have knocked her all the way through the back of the truck. But go.
No, I just feel like realistic still, even with the force, it is a giant thing coming with some speed. I feel like there's a little blood.
That's all I say.
Or you're just thinking the mass is taking the brunt of it.
And then she a weapon. She ain't like just me or you getting punched in the face by
a giant man's fist.
I mean, she human, but she ain't human.
True. But no, she escapes. But she puts like the thing down it.
Yeah, she put
so
he has chest down on the gas.
He has to stop. And during this fight, Sonny gets the thing, the lab, and drives off.
Mm-hmm.
And so Hope is going after him, Ghost is going after him, and Scott's going after him. After he gets the tool thing off, I like he's using it like a
skateboard, a little scooter, yeah.
Sonny gets it, but he sees he doesn't have the button to make it large and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he sends his men to the car. Maurice goes inside, and I like it. They have a Hot Wheels thing, but all of them are different cars they can use. So, he gets in his car.
Is his name Luis or Maurice?
Luis. That's the element.
Yeah, you keep calling him Maurice.
I know. I know. That's what I say. Luis, not Maurice. Yeah. Luis. And so he gets the car. He picks up the car and goes meet them.
Mm-hmm.
Ant-Man stops Sonny, but he gets on the ferry. Ant-Man gets very big, grabs it and lands it back up down. But from his size, he passed out.
Yeah, because he got too big.
So
lightheaded, passed out.
Hope makes it big again, the lab, saves Scott, and then they go inside. But Ghost got him before them.
Yeah, she made it big before she went in the water and got Scott, right? Because she had to go and manually change the regulator again to make them small, and then so she can lift them about the water. Unlike how she lifted them out the water here in the Palmer Rain.
Luis and his gang, Con, about going to help them. But then they're held up by Sonny.
Yeah, Sonny and his little...
Well, no. Luis is by himself. Yeah. But then his men show up behind them, shock Sonny's men, and then he knocks Sonny out. I think that's a reference to part one. Remember when that ritual of when they're losing prison?
When they fight, you gotta fight. I forgot someone's name before you get out of jail. Luis is like, I'm the only one
who knocked him out. Yeah. So I like that. It's bringing back that he.
Yeah. So They went in the building.
She's hooking it up. Oh yeah, dementia. Hank got Janice. He's talking about how you're alive and stuff. His mind though. I think Scott.
The whole time while they riding around and doing all that,
he's going lower.
He's down in there trying to find Janet.
And you can see every time he gets smaller and smaller, his mind, he's like.
Yeah, like.
I think Scott. I think with his helmet and stuff, he had a little more protection from it.
I don't think that even matter.
Or you just think it's
just on you mentally because they tell you got to be strong minded to make it out of there. But go ahead.
He finds Janice. They start trying to get back enlarged.
Yeah, they get back in the thing, so they
And once the lab get big, they start
Yeah, because they was getting big for a minute again, right? Then it stopped.
No,
that was when he was getting small. It stopped. But yeah, so anyway, they get
in
big.
the lab. Foster finds Ghost. She's trying to hook it up, and she starts stealing some of the stuff for Janet, and you can see it starts making her fade away.
Yeah, because she knocked him out, right? And he was like, "No, you can't do that, man."
No, she pushed him across, but I think.
But I'm talking about that knocked him out.
Yeah.
Because he was out. Because he was telling her, like, "No, you can't do this," because Hank gave me his word when him and Janet come back, they're going to help you. And she was like, dang, she didn't believe all that shit. I ain't got time for that.
Scott and Hope stops her. And I like at the end, because they start double teaming her, he goes in for a hit. The small she does it.
But I like it after that. Because they get their thing off, and once after they fake do that,
she's on the
she
platform.
Beat the hell out of them.
And you can see the things coming. She's on the platform with Hope, and you can see the cars coming back. He gets big, and you said this shows his skill. I believe with you. Yeah, he gets big,
he got super big, so he can scoop Hope up with one hand,
and then turn back regular
side. He got small, so they can get out the way of the jump.
And just smacks Ghost into the wall and kills him. Hope has a scene with her mother, and they're all happy. Janet heals Ghost.
Cause Ghost looking like she getting like real.
I think she was about to die at this
point. And she came over there, put her hands on her, like
gave
you
her
said,
some,
with the ET fingers.
Gave her some healing energy, I guess.
Yeah.
And then the police coming since Louise says it.
Cause it gave, but go ahead.
And so they have a plan. Ghost and Foster run into an alley and they were going by themselves. Ant-Man goes off with the suit, his old suit. Either the new one or the old one. Puts it up big and have it shrink so the FBI be distracted. They get this lab small. The Luis and them pull up in the van, they get inside. And he's at home already. Ant-Man. So when FBI show up, they can't stop him since this was like his last day under house arrest.
Yeah, they had to take the
like,
you gotta wait this time. It was the little lawyer. Jimmy Woo, FBI nigga. He's like, you gotta wait this time. I'll catch you later or something.
He's like, wait, you mean like you're gonna take me out to dinner? He's like, no, like actually you want to. And he's like, no.
Get your ass out of here, freak.
So we have this basically everyone getting Janet and Hank have the house from the first movie.
Yeah.
No, they're on the beach now.
Yeah, I guess they're in retirement. House to the beach, blew it up. I said, that's sweet.
I guess they're in retirement.
Move your property whenever you want.
They can technically like. So I have a question.
What's that?
If they move like to another country, could they just keep doing that?
Yeah. Make that joint small, take that joint on the plane with them. They just have to buy some land. Or go somewhere, where you would have to buy some land, because all that just putting that shit up anywhere in the world now, every piece of land is owned. They don't want you to have no trees or plants or nothing no more. They want concrete and cement everywhere.
Scott's back with his family. And that was it. And the post-credit scene of the movie is...
Yes.
Before I get to the post-credit scene, can I talk about the credits? And how like there's little models of certain scenes.
Yeah, I like that.
I love it. I would like to own all them.
Yeah, that stuff looks sweet.
In the post-credit scene, Scott's, they send him into the corner room to get some more healing stuff for Ghost.
Yeah.
I guess whatever Janet did wasn't permanent. Yeah. Or if it is, it's wearing off slowly.
Or she probably just ain't have enough
to fully.
Yeah, because I might hurt myself, drain myself trying to
heal you.
Yeah.
So here, just take some.
Just enough to hold you on, so you won't have to be phasing and dealing with no pain, but it's short term.
So after he gets it, they're about to call him. They're about to make him big again. But he's like, "What? What's happening?" And you see that they were all dusted by Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
This is happening at the same time as
Endgame.
No, Infinity War.
Huh?
Infinity War. Endgame's when they all come back.
So this is before Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
no, this is after.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
This is happening
because Ant-Man was in Infinity War.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
No, you're thinking of Endgame.
He wasn't, or is that Civil War? He in one of them.
He's in Civil War and Endgame. He's never in Infinity War since he's under house arrest in this.
What?
Infinity War is happening at the same time as this. So when Thanos snapped, this is what's happening over there in San Francisco with him. That's why he's trapped. And that's why in Endgame, when he gets released, he goes like, hey, maybe we can use this to do time travel. Get the stone, snap, everyone come back.
Yeah, but I'm just throwing off. So what, he in Civil War?
Uh-huh. That's why they keep talking about you went to Germany helping Cap.
Okay.
I have a little question. You okay?
Cause I'm throwing off. Cause I'm thinking about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Now my theory is, since we know from the trailers of Quantumania, since that's coming next week, we're gonna review that. We see that Janet knows something about Kang by her saying, "No, not. Why did you go to him?" or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question. Her being the wastelands, was that her trying to hide from him?
Probably. When you said that when we was watching, I was thinking like, yeah, that probably is why she hiding with all the trash and. So she'd be like, yeah, he ain't gonna really look over here, hopefully.
I have another question. Since when they're getting big again, since you said you didn't see this, maybe I'm just, my eyes are playing tricks on me. I thought I could see like a little few cities.
I mean,
maybe I did.
It might be. I mean, it might be cities in, what is it? Because he is, what is it called? Yeah, Adam, right?
Yeah, there's probably size of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it might be little, cause you see them little germ things, like, or them things kill germs or whatever. It look like it's about to suck them up. That's what I'm talking about. When Hank was like, come on now.
So that was my own question. Did you think she was hiding right there in the wasteland?
I'm with you. I said when we was watching and you said that, I said yeah, that does sound about right.
Well, thanks everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We'll be back. Friday for Multiverse of Madness. I mean, not Multiverse of Madness. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
All right, y'all have a nice.
Yeah.